Welcome back to the world of Tapir. The story thus far is that the False Sun Crew, in following some leads about high-ranking members of a cult that had kidnapped their captain, they had made their way to the capital city of Reveil, where they were invited to dinner by Lord Arum. After sunset at the dinner, Lord Arum and his two advisors had dropped all pretenses and explained who they were. The Order of the New Dawn, where they were planning on starting a new incursion to raise the world and turn it to ash. After which, their leader, the Glimmer Lord, would lead the survivors into a new age as the sole arbiter of justice. After an intense fight, after rejecting a chance to join them, the Lord Arum had ran away into his bedchambers. The False Sun crew chased him there, where they had discovered a teleportation circle hidden in a secret passage behind a painting. Following there, they came into a room with several pillars and a ceiling 100 feet high, a cave, and in the center, a massive pile of gold, as well as a few pieces of rubble from collapsed pillars, and they saw Lord Arum, who had shown his true form to them, a gold dragon known as the Glimmer Lord. So, False Sun Crew, you are currently standing in a cave. It is very far across, and illuminated by magical lights in this up towards the ceiling, casting light down onto the gold pile and reflecting all over the cave, giving a bright light. The dragon is towards the center of the cave and has just revealed himself. What do you do?
All right.
He starts rushing towards you, mouth open. You
Hey, Silver,
Yes.
you're cutting out real bad.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
I didn't want to interrupt you for your opening, but now that we're to the part where we're interacting.
All right. All right. How about now?
Sound better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the dragon is rushing towards you, his mouth open. You're currently standing on a balcony about 20 feet in the air.
And there it goes again. Oh well.
Yeah.
Standing.
All right.
Standing.
Basically, go.
Yes.
I basically tried to pause to be like a bit. Wait, sir, sir, Mr. Glimmer Lord, was it?
He's
Pardon.
getting closer. You see that he's about standing on all fours. He's about 15 feet tall, not counting his tail. Just from his paws to the tip of his head. However, once he gets towards the balcony that you're standing on, he rears up and gets right up towards you, resting his hands on it, and getting his face right in front of you. He opens his mouth, and you see a glow starting to appear from within.
All right.
I stand in front of Corvus. Wait.
Look.
I am saying wait in Draconic. I'm in front waving my arms in Draconic going, wait!
He pauses very briefly and closes his mouth, not breathing fire on y'all point blank. He says, "What is it?"
What would be the honor in taking us out when we're already this winded?
Honor? I invited you to dinner, and you shot me with flames.
Well, I didn't, but...
I mean, did that really do anything, or was that kind of like...
Usually,
is he
speaking in
responding
Draconic.
in Draconic, or is he speaking in Common?
He's speaking in common.
Okay.
Did
Should
that do anything?
Should I keep speaking in Draconic, or should I switch to Common to make it easier for the rest of them?
Either is fine.
Alright, I just went with Common to get... or with Draconic to get your attention. Anyway...
Certainly did.
It's like I could definitely understand like why you want to do the things you want to do for the sake of like for the lives of like those you want to like save in like in your new world. But like the other party also feels the same way about most other lives and their potentials being snuffed out. Being a bit unfairly snuffed out is a bit unjust in some people's eyes, and we really don't want to like come to blows with you, but at the same time you feel strongly about your viewpoint. We also view strongly about like how we view about the rest of the world. So how about this?
I don't. I just don't want to die.
Well, parting the princess out of that equation, wouldn't it be better to like do an honorable duel in jest, like where both parties are like visibly able to challenge each other with all their mights to see which view can be proven right in this might makes right world, to see if the world revolutionizes itself for the better, because everyone here wants to change the world barring the princess.
Roll a persuasion check.
Got it.
Can I help?
Nope, this is
Didn't we
Corvus.
determine that Corvus was the worst person to make this check?
He certainly did.
Maybe we should... maybe Varen should say something.
Well, after this check,
16.
Someone over with a charisma over 2.
he stops resting his arms on the edge of the balcony, begins to stalk in front of it and the stairs. He says, You would forego any place you would have in the new world to come. With your skills, you would certainly survive. For a chance to fight me and try and stop me, I could easily just eat each and every one of you now and be done with you. Thorns in my side.
Now, where's the fun in that?
Fun.
I mean, we're wounded. We fought your underlings, as it were, and you know, I have to agree with Corvus. I think us fighting each other at our best would really prove whose way was right. And don't you think it's better to win that way?
Go
You
ahead.
wanted us to join you, didn't you? Maybe you could see your views and yourself are truly better.
Are you offering to join me if I defeat you?
I mean, if you defeat us, I guess we wouldn't have much of a choice.
Go ahead and roll.
Unless, you know. But I think, why don't we just give each other the opportunity to show who's better?
Go ahead and roll persuasion, Varen.
$26.
He thinks about it, eyeing you up and down. His smirk goes to a scowl. Then, somewhat quizzical. You can almost see gears turning in his head, and he says, I will make you a deal. How long do you need to rest?
Just need 8 hours of sleep, and then maybe about a few minutes to actually change and get into our armor and get us to our best, eat. Maybe about 8.5 hours,
I will
maybe 9.
make you a deal then. You ordain yourselves the champions of the New Age to fight and prove that it is worth continuing as is. Correct?
Yeah.
If I win, and he gets real close, leaning back on the balcony, says, Win, I win. You and him, pointing to Kishi, will join me. I will use you as the vessels that you are meant to be. Is that agreeable?
And just gonna glance over at the rest of the party, and then she's gonna turn and smile at him and nod.
Very well. There is a guest chamber 3 doors down on the left from my bed chambers. You may use that. Only that room. If you leave that room before it is time to fight, then I will consider that as you reneging on this agreement. Do you understand?
Could I go
Crystal.
grab the cheese?
No! You've
No.
done enough damage in my dining hall, as is. Besides, you've already had your dinner.
I need to finish the soup.
I finished my soup. I don't know what's wrong with you.
It sounds more like it's an
I-
issue of skill.
Oh. I'm sorry. I just had to laugh. That dragon got you good. So good.
He climbs over to the broken pillar, climbing on top of it. It is the closest pillar to the balcony, and perches himself on there to stare at you. I will be keeping my eye on you.
As you should.
So go get your rest, and be prepared to actually prove that this is worth fighting for.
Alright, thank you.
Alright.
Let's go.
As you all exit through the teleportation circle. Actually, I think it's just 5. Oh well. You arrive back in that hidden chamber within the bed chambers of the Glimmer Lord, or well, Lord Aurum.
All right. Captain,
I bought us some time.
Indeed. Right now, all we can do is just prepare before slumber, or
Yep.
prepare
Well,
after.
get some rest and change and eat. Corvus, you change your spells by the day, right? Make sure you're ready for this.
All right.
Alright, so when we're fighting?
Hmm?
When we're fighting?
In about
After we
9.5
get it-
hours.
After we get some
Maybe.
sleep.
Yeah.
Sad.
Alright. As you head out and follow the hallway to the door that the Glimmer Lord specified, you enter a lavish room with a full body-length mirror and an Alaskan king-sized bed. It does have a balcony, a door to a balcony, but it is currently closed and locked. There is a wardrobe as well as several dressers, but they appear to be empty at the moment.
All right, nap time.
It's a little bit more than a nap.
Cuddle puddle. One last cuddle puddle for the road.
Yeah.
The bed is big enough for everyone. It is an Alaskan king.
And there was only one bed for the entire adventuring party.
Rain's gonna be in the middle.
All right. I'll try to sleep at the far left edge.
I'm going to claim a corner for the smalls. It will be pillow land.
News time.
All right.
I still like to imagine Levere sometimes forgets and falls asleep with, like, in a curl and with tail on top of his nose.
Like a chameleon.
Yeah, like a little lizard. Like when they're younger, they kind of like sleep in a curl.
Cute. As sleep grips you, everyone go ahead and mark a long rest and make the necessary
Oh, thank God.
Adjustments to your spell lists for those who can.
Immediately changing everything right now.
Yeah, smart.
Dragon Buster. I'm trying to become a Dragon Buster now.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget to keep a couple heal spells.
I also get my half plate back, which is
Talking about
awesome.
changing like my cantrips to be a bit more efficient and not just like general.
Yes. You also, I'm assuming y'all pull your various armors out of Levere's storage space.
Yeah.
Yep, and changed back into normal clothes.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you
Okay.
when you're done adjusting all that.
During the night or in the morning or whenever is best, Sushi is going to be making an attempt to do something.
Okay. What do you do?
She's going to use her poisoner's kit.
All right. Go ahead and make a intelligence, I believe. It's
don't
going to be a
know.
check. You're proficient, correct?
Yeah.
Roll a d20, add your proficiency and your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Come on, nat 20. Oh. That'll be a total of
Which material did you use?
16. I'm going to be using my... I want to mix my mushroom bits from both of my mushroom sources.
All right.
The spores and the psilocybin.
All right.
So hallucinogens and weakness. And I got a total 16.
You spend the night. It's a little awkward since you aren't as familiar with these specific strains as other stuff. You do manage to make a small amount, but you're not sure if it would be enough to even come close to affecting a dragon.
So I remove my psilocybin and my mushroom spore gills and replace it with mushy poison or something.
Yes, mushroom poison. Make sure you write down what the effects of the other two mushrooms were in it.
It doesn't specifically say what they were, but I think I remember, so I'm going to just write that.
Yes. One was
One of them was hallucinogenic, and the other, I think, was the weakness effect when we walked through the
yes.
mushroom section of the base.
Yes, because it was the cordyceps.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
quick question, guys. Like, is Warding Bond decent or no? Or I shouldn't go for it.
Well, let me look at it.
Yeah, because like right now, on one hand, I could provide someone who's very crucial potential resistance to everything, but at the same time, their lifeline becomes my lifeline.
It's
All right.
It's what's risky. It's something risky.
It's risky, and we would have to stay within 60 feet of you.
Yeah, like that's really like the only thing. So unless like they're a good long range person, that probably could be targeted.
Also, do you have 2 platinum rings worth 50 gold pieces each?
50 gold pieces?
Yeah.
2 platinum rings worth 50 gold each.
Let me check my inventory. And the
I don't
answer
think
to
you have
that-
2 platinum rings.
I'll let you roll an investigation to see if there's any in the room. I will allow.
All right. Okay. I'll just okay. Oh, like during the combat or
No. Here,
Just
I mean,
lying around in the guest room.
yeah, maybe
Okay.
maybe a guest left some behind or something.
heck yeah,
Oh!
19.
As you're going through thinking about what to do, the moonlight just barely catches a glimmer behind, there's a small glimmer right behind one of the legs of the dresser. And looking at it, you find a couple rings which you can use for the spell.
And I'm just basically looking. It's like Raven Queen. Thank you.
As you say that and look out the window, you can see that raven with the white feathers on the head and the wing feathers that gradient from black to white, and it flies away right after seeing you, or right after you see it.
Mhm. And I make sure I make my prayer before going to sleep, just for that wonderful gift, wonderful blessing.
All right.
I
So,
forgot I was going to use the cactus fruits as well.
oh, it's a little late
Right
for
now.
that. All right. So, y'all are woken up by a knock on the door.
Come in.
Opening the door, the first thing that hits you is the smell of bread. As coming through the door is Silena, holding a tray full of sweetbreads.
Oh. Well, makes sense.
Are you all rested?
Yes, thank you.
Actually, yes.
Very well. Then eat up.
Hey, quick question.
What?
In the slim odds that we do end up victorious, is there anywhere in the manor where the soup recipe is written down, or could I just like get it from you or him, or like if he dies, will you just like collapse? I don't know.
No, I'm alive. I am not bound to him.
Oh,
I
okay.
choose to serve him.
Well, I don't know necromancy.
I am not undead. I am
Technically not
living.
necromancy.
Hey, Raised Dead is a necromancy spell.
I'm-
Point at
excuse
Sushi.
me, I would have brought up a problem if she was actually.
I'm not
I don't
undead.
have-
I'm
well.
alive. I have a heartbeat.
I know.
have blood.
Yeah. You defend your right, girl. You defend your right.
Yes.
To be fair, resurrection
regardless.
after a certain point is also against your creed.
Regardless. soup recipe anywhere in the manor? Does the Glimmer Lord have it? What's
The recipe book is in the kitchen.
great?
Yes.
If we survive, I will be sure to take a look.
All right. Well, follow me.
I know a barkeep back in Fatio that would love the recipe.
Yes. Well. She leads you back down the corridor. You can back down the hall. You can see Viraj is standing outside the bed chambers of Lord Orum's bed chambers, and he opens the door. And once you are all through, he follows behind, so that you are flanked by the two of them. And they lead you into the teleportation circle, back into the horde of the Glimmer Lord. As you enter, you can see the Glimmer Lord is stalking around his gold pile. He says, "Ah, so you're ready then?"
That we are.
Yes.
Maybe?
Question before we start.
What?
Will they be joining in the fight, or is it just like us versus you?
They will serve only as witnesses.
Okay.
Definitely good to have witnesses.
They will not
You know,
interfere.
it might be even more sporting if you let us train for 3 to 5 years, then we came back.
You are pushing your luck.
Sushi, we should probably shut up the princess because that is definitely not in our agreement there.
Well, obviously, but it's not like I can piss him off more. What's he gonna do? Kill us harder?
That could easily be arranged.
Yes, he could try a little bit harder. Or be particularly vengeful towards people in particular.
Absolutely.
Enough stalling! I've given you enough time to rest. You cannot delay any more. Take your positions and grant me the fight that was promised. He is very irritated. So, on the, where would you like to be positioned?
Are we going down into the gold already, or?
There's a staircase leading from the balcony, down to the ground floor.
How far is it down?
It's 20 feet down to the ground floor. The horde itself piles up pretty high, like a good 15 to 20 feet. Like, when he's
Hopefully up
standing
that high.
on the highest point, he is, its highest point is about level with the balcony. The ceiling itself, covered with stalactites, is about 100 feet up. So, where do you position yourselves? I sent you the,
Alright.
How much positioning time do we get?
Less than 3 to 5 years,
yeah.
but more than 5 seconds.
Enough. You can position yourself anywhere.
Honestly, I feel like the front line should either be like in the pillar, like the first or the second pillar closest to the Glimmer Lord. I think that's honestly a good vantage point. Unless you're thinking like the less space on the second one might be a detriment for any of your play styles.
Well, I feel like I shouldn't be on a pillar.
So you're gonna be in the hall terrain then?
Yeah.
Alright. Like, how close are you gonna be to the Glimmer Lord, or are you gonna try
I was thinking somewhere around the ones at the spaces at the end of the pillar, but to the north.
All right. So like in the northwestern portion.
In this,
Yeah.
in the little divot in the top left. Is that where you're wanting to be? Also, Sushi's not in the
No,
little
no,
picture.
they're behind the
We got covered up by.
yeah, by
Oh,
Viraj
okay.
and Silena. That picture's not on screen yet. I'm gonna put the picture back up on screen once once y'all have your positions chosen.
No,
I'll be
okay,
right
I
in
was
front of the
thinking,
dragon.
like, 2 spaces to the right of the dragon.
2 spaces to the
Around
right
that
of
kind of
dragon for you.
Or left, actually.
Oh, left.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll be as close as possible to the dragon because I'm frontline.
As you're walking through the gold, you do find that it's really hard to keep your footing. When you're in the gold,
use-
you take half movement.
Can I use my spear to leap
Uh,
closer to him?
Like a pole vault?
Yeah.
I'll allow. He's letting you go wherever you want right now. I was just letting you know, like, for when the combat finally starts.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I can teleport, so I'm gushy.
All right.
I would like to be on the lower segment of the southern broken tower pillar.
Okay, the lower segment,
Yeah, the
yeah.
the lower segment.
like in the
Does
its
it-
middle or so, or
It doesn't really matter where on it.
I mean,
Okay.
like I was also thinking about positioning myself on the pillar, like
also while we're
There's
doing this,
several
go ahead and
pillars.
roll initiative.
Right. Okay.
yeah.
What about you, Varen?
Do I want to use a lucky
Yeah.
point to re-roll that?
Nah.
I need to know where other people are. I don't want to be like grouped.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll show you where the
Nah.
positions currently are. This is where the positions are currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who's the so far in the bottom? What the hell?
That's Levere, the first mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
A bunch
Oh,
of us
we're
have
rolling?
ranged.
we're
I
rolling
don't.
initiative? Hold on.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah. Let me.
so that
Alright, I got 16.
so that we
Look at
can
that and think
fight
about
once
it.
the positions
I-
are
I-
chosen.
I think I'd like to be a little bit ahead, like on the other broken pillar, but like still close to the broken off piece, like close to Levere, like a little bit in front of him.
Okay.
That's where I want to
Actually,
be.
can I? Actually, can I be on the eastern pillar? Actually,
Eastern one. All right.
yeah. Looking at it, I'm like, this is a little too far away for me. Actually,
Yeah. All right. And what about you, Varen?
You know, like yeah, like the east and that little gap area, you know, before some of the gold,
Yeah.
right around like the skirting of that, closer in, but before it gets to like
Difficult.
yeah,
All right. And you said on the east.
yeah.
All right. So, just to be clear, this is the this is the map. Oh.
Maybe
About
put-
like 3 spaces up and like 2 to the left.
All
Or
right.
no, just 2 up and 2 left.
2 up, 2 left. All right.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah. Okay. So then, right here, then.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks good.
All right then. So, as you all take your positions, and the
Mhm.
Glimmer Lord glares down at you, pacing back and forth in more or less a circle, there's tension in the air that could be cut with a knife.
Like a cheese knife?
No more Gouda puns.
As y'all are going, as you're all staring at each other, everyone waiting to make the first move. Varen, you're up.
Okay.
I believe. Yes.
So, quick
Baron rolled a
question.
21, so.
Yeah.
So, is he surrounded so we get advantage on our kills? I get him.
He's
guessing?
he's
We're not close enough for that.
Down.
Yeah, he's currently well, there. Who's echoing?
Hold on, say a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be
Sylvia.
you.
No, it's not me because I was hearing it.
Oh. Well, it's not doing it
So was
anymore.
I.
Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. Alright, Varen.
Okay, question. Does the lunar locket work again?
Shit, I did say it was a full moon last night, didn't I? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again.
Okay.
Con save.
Alright. We just roll the con save. Okay. Okay. Dirty 20.
That saves.
Alright.
Takes half damage then.
And was
So that would be
the radius of the lunar locket? Or was the moonbeam radius?
5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay.
And that is 8 radiant damage. Because it saved.
Alright. Sorry. Just, God damn it. Sorry, I upgraded to Windows 10 and it has issues with Psy, so doing things is a little more complicated now.
Okay.
You said how much?
8 damage, 8 radiant.
Alright. Alright, anything for movement or bonus?
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration, Sushi. Let's give it all we got.
Alright.
All we got.
All we got.
We're all the representatives of the current world order.
Yeah. You're the champions of the current age. Any movement?
Which
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
means
Alright.
I guess the captain is the champion of piracy. I'm the champion of corruption.
What am I the champion of then, nerd?
Being a kobold.
Champion of Kobold.
Alright. That means Corvus is up next.
Corvus is champion of all that's good. We kind of just shoved it all into one, because the rest of the party doesn't fit that idea.
I might be the only sane voice of reason in here, but still be that voice. to overpower everyone else.
All right.
I wouldn't call you a voice of reason.
No, voice of good.
Sure. That doesn't mean reason.
I feel like Baron's closer to voice of reason.
Yeah.
All right, Corvus, you're up.
Honestly, I expected you to argue about piracy.
I was gonna say piracy and music.
You're the champion of sea shanties. It's just that important to this current age that there are sea shanties.
Yeah, Corvus, you're up.
Alright, so like my move right now would be to like assist with like a warning shot, or instead a guiding bolt shot. Alright?
All right, what's the range on that?
Oh, 120 feet.
Oh yeah, he's within range.
Yeah, level 1. So let's just do this. Oh, 25.
25 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
As
We
you,
got 11 damage of radiance.
all right. As you as you manage to shoot out from your amulet, it just strikes him right on the cheek, causing his scales to like crack a bit. He's like, "Urgh!" And he turns his head right towards you.
Hi. I just simply like just say hi from my pillar over there.
All right. Any bonus action?
Bonus action right now.
Wait, how much was the damage again?
11.
All right.
To Corvus, this is a reasoned debate of like our philosophies. We're just kind of having, an open conversation.
Yeah,
Free
I'm
speech.
just.
Look,
I'm
if they went about it a different way, we'd probably 100% agree with them.
I mean, I wouldn't, but you might.
Okay, so I don't really have anything else for bonus action, so I'll just pass my turn.
Okay.
They're like, hey, the world needs to change, and like, yeah, I could see that, but also, I don't think a cult is the way to do it.
I mean, remember, I specifically believe that
All right.
corruption is a necessary part of the world.
Yeah. He is going to snarl and take to the air, heading towards Corvus. Kishi, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, fuck the hell yes, let's get it. So, I'm going to, obviously, attack. Shit, I'm in the wrong place. Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll
Attack
to
of
attack.
opportunity.
Yep.
Shit,
Yeah, no,
this
it's...
is 12.
Yeah, sorry, you're...
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. I may have something to... I can do this again, I think.
What?
Wait, does that... For... Does extra attack worth an attack
No.
of opportunities?
No, you only get one
Okay.
hit for attack of opportunity. Alright, your weapon just glances off his scales, causing sparks to fly, as he heads right towards Corvus, landing on the pillar right in front of you. He is towering over you.
See, that's what happens when you position yourself far away.
So, you think you can just hit me and get away with it?
Honestly, yes, because I am very small compared to everyone else, honestly.
He is going to make
No,
a...
you're not.
He's gonna swipe his claw at you.
Corvus, you're the
Does a
third
19 hit?
largest person in the group.
Ah, just hits. Dang it.
All right.
Well, the good news is that you'll be taking half damage.
That's gonna be 13 points of piercing damage as his claw just smacks you.
Whoa. Oh.
Is that 13 rounded down, or?
Wait, was that a glancing blow?
No. I mean, like, it's just above my AC.
Okay,
Ah,
then
dang.
yeah, you take 13 points, and
The
as
way you
your
worded it, I thought you had 19.
as your hand is or as your head is like ringing, you see the other claw coming right at you. 17 to hit.
It misses.
You manage to dodge out of the way just in time as the claw comes smacking down, or swiping down, missing you and going right into the gold, sending coins and jewels and other treasures flying everywhere.
I will be right back.
All right.
Okay.
He's
That's
going to
not really
take into the air once more with the last of his movement.
Wait a minute. Is he moving out of my range?
He is. Go ahead and make an opportunity attack if you want.
I can with a spell, actually.
Oh, you have advantage because he is. You did guiding bolt him.
All right. Let me see for Warcaster. Okay, cast time of 1 action. Got it. Let me just check. All right, time to use something I never thought I would have to use. Like, how far away is he moving? Like when he's like starting to fly up.
He's going to be about 30 feet in the air.
Ah, shoot. Then I can't really do this one specifically.
Well, I mean, you can opportunity attack is you're hitting him as he's leaving.
All right, I want to do a level 1 inflict wounds.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. You have advantage.
And then, dang it! First roll is 18.
You have a glancing blow.
All right. Let's see.
Wait, Corvus is going again?
No, opportunity attack.
Oh. That's right, Corvus has Battle Mage, doesn't she?
Warcaster.
15 was the main hit.
Rounded down.
15.
Half.
8.
8. All right. As he's flying up, you manage to just barely swipe at his tail with your scythe, causing like dark veins of necrotic energy to flow up his tail. And he's like, "Urgh! Well." All right, Kishi, you're up. He's currently 30 feet in the air.
30 feet, but how far from me though?
He's not that far. He's with the hypotenuse and all that math, it's about 30 to 35 feet.
All right, bad. So I'm going to yell at him. You damn lizard, get back here! I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport right on top of him.
Okay. And that's your bonus action?
Yeah, that's my bonus action.
All right. I'm digging this.
So okay. So I land on top of him, like on his back.
Yeah, right between the wings. They are pushing air right into your face.
Exactly. So I'm going to then attack his wing with my first attack.
All right.
Oh, there we go. I got a 14.
As you do, you just can't seem to get past his scales as he's flapping.
Wait, so it does a hit or not?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use extra attack and swing at it one more time. See if I get better luck.
All right.
What the No! It was supposed to be a 15.
Yeah, no, it
Alright.
doesn't. Are you going to
That's
end
good.
your turn on his back?
I believe so. Hold on. Let me see
Go
if I can
ahead
do
and
something.
make an animal handling check to try and stay on as he's flapping.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can do something else. Oh no, I already used my bonus action to teleport, right?
You already used
Yeah.
your bonus action.
Yeah. Alright, bad.
You still have movement, but
I
Oh.
mean,
you'd have to
Yeah.
fall 30. Oh dear.
Your options
Oh.
are kind of just
as
down.
he's
Oh dear, he
As
has,
he's-
he has no bonus to his wisdom.
oh no, as
yes,
you're
sir.
as you're trying to hold onto his back, he's like shifts and jolts, and you manage to lose your footing. You're falling 30 feet onto the gold pile. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Yeah.
No, 16.
Yeah, you manage to catch your footing and try and like slide down. It still hurts a bit. You're going to take 6 divided by 3. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land.
Okay.
All right. Is this all you have?
Shut up, Lizard, and stop flying like a coward. Get down here and fight me.
Sushi, you're up.
I'm up. All right.
Yeah,
How far in the air is he?
about 30
30.
feet.
All right. So he would be. How far from me about?
30, 35.
Sure. Okay. The squares are 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, this ain't no Amber Temple.
That was mildly confusing at the time.
That
Yeah,
that threw me off so much.
I am going to be.
About 40 feet
Are
in the air, or 40 feet away from Sushi.
you doing math, Benny? What if we
you're-
told you about doing math?
It would take. You're about like 25 feet from him. I mean, 25 feet would get you directly under him, and then 30 feet up.
I'm back.
All right. Well, then I'm casting hex on him.
All right.
Boop.
All right. Is Hex the one that's like Hunter's Mark, or is that Hexblade's Curse that I'm thinking of?
I think you're thinking of Hexblade's curse. Hex is a curse that gives me extra damage, necrotic, and then I gain a.
Also, are you moving?
Oh, they have disadvantage on ability checks with the chosen ability.
All right.
Yes, I'm moving towards him a little bit.
All right.
And I'm not being that. I'm not able to reach him from down here. So.
Yeah. Are you
But I
going
wanna
on the
try to
pillar or
get-
staying in the gold?
I'm gonna stay in the gold.
All right.
I'm gonna go towards him a bit.
All right.
And I'm going
gonna be here.
to. I'm going to use. So that's my bonus action, and I'm going to use my action to. Eldritch Blast.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack. That
Is
hits.
a 22 to hit.
That certainly hits.
God fucking damn it. Total 7 damage.
Oh god, pitiful 7.
My Eldritch Blast rolled a 2.
Ah, that's rough. All right.
Rough buddy.
Yeah. And that's everything for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lavir, you're up.
All right, let's see. So he is. He is in the air. Oh, okay. My math was off because I was going off of an old map picture. Oh well. 5, 10, 15, 20. He is about 40 feet away from where I am, though.
My math was also off. I was trying to get within 30 feet.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Oh. 5, and then 15, 25. Alright, with movement speed, with normal movement speed, I can get like 3 spaces to the left.
About.
Would he be considered more than 30 feet away from me?
From that point?
Yeah, from that point standing in the gold.
No, I don't think so. He'd be within 30.
Alright. Great, and there'd be no other creatures within 5 feet of him, right?
Definitely not.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I would like to use a bonus action to teleport onto his back.
Okay, so you're pulling a Kishi.
Yep, I am. I should reset my Emerald Flame.
Wait, what?
I can teleport, but
Oh.
only up to 30 feet.
That's the same as me.
Yep. Alright, so you managed to pop right on his back. He's like, again with this!
Don't worry, I promised to do better than he did.
Oh, you son of a...
Alright. Now, I'm not going to be getting an advantage on this, because I did
Are
move
you
and I
using
can't-
your new weapons?
Oh, yes, actually. I should... Let me equip that. Make sure it's there. And wield them!
Yes!
Ooh, they're +1. Nice.
Yes.
So wielding the both of them, that means I need to alter my, my AC. +1, +1, dual wield. Is wielding to,
Increases your AC.
hold on. Hold on, I put it in wrong.
What'd you do?
I should put it in additional magic bonus. Or misc bonus, rather.
Did you accidentally put it on AC override?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want to have an AC of 2.
No, it was an AC of 1, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse.
I only get +1. I only get +1 from it. Dual wield. And now that I've done that, other than the +1 to attack and damage and being an item that turns into 2 swords, that's like all the magic it has, right?
Yeah, it's just its only magic is that it's +1 weapons, and it can shrink down to the size of whoever's holding it.
Cool. In that case, it means I can't get a second attack on him because I already used my bonus action. Let's go at him with the Dragon Head Cane.
Hell yeah.
Yaharg. Okay.
That's a nat 20.
That is indeed a natural
I
20.
assume you're going to want sneak attack.
Well, I am the only creature within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, do some damage.
Oh boy, and it's a magical weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I left the tab to check my feats, and it dropped the additional additional D8. Oh well, I'll just roll an extra D8.
Yeah.
So
If you right click, you can do it properly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay, so that's 17 plus 34.
How much is that?
17 plus 34, 51.
That is 51 points of damage.
Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Him in the wing.
All right. All right. That is a lot of damage. You said 51?
51 points, yeah.
As you're on his back, you like wait for the wing to like get real close, and you just jump onto the edge as it's flapping up, causing you to be all the way up, and just stab your sword and sliding down it. And he's like, ah! Landing back on his back with his wing torn. He's gonna start falling onto the ground. Kishi, I need you to make a dex save.
Well, why me? What the fuck?
Because you're under him.
Under you.
I mean, I thought I was like under behind them.
No, you were on him and then you fell. So he's above you.
So,
He's falling right onto you.
can I use it as an opportunity attack?
No.
Because technically he's falling into my range, right?
Yes, but he's not moving into your range, and that's a difference.
Oh.
He's not moving into your range of his own volition.
Yeah.
Being pushed out of the way.
It's not
does
going
not
into your range.
activate.
It's going out of your range.
No. Kishi has Sentinel.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he's got polearm mastery as well.
Yeah, Polearm Mastery and Sentinel.
Because
But yeah, no, it's an established precedent that being
Is that a
forced
feat or a fight?
being forced in or out of range does not prompt opportunity attack.
That is a thing.
It is a set precedent. But you need to make a dex save.
I am disappointed.
It's
7.
basically otherwise
Oh,
you
no.
could just start ponging them between your party.
All right. By the way,
Just
what
really bully a goblin.
what checks did you give him give the Glimmer Lord disadvantage on again?
Dexterity.
Okay.
It's pretty much my go-to.
Okay. What is the Glimmer Lord's? That is okay.
But because it's checks, it doesn't come up as often as I would like it to.
Well, it is currently an acrobatics check for the Glimmer Lord to avoid taking damage from falling, which is what I was asking. Okay.
Clear.
He's going to take that much. Okay, that's bludgeoning. And Kishi, you are going to take. That's ooh. As this dragon comes falling right onto you, you're gonna take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pinned as he falls onto his back. Currently pinning your legs in the gold. It is not comfortable in the slightest.
Congratulations, you successfully managed to go down one fighter.
I mean, you're not down, you're just pinned.
Yeah.
I'm down.
No, you had your health.
No, I'm down.
You've taken 80 damage already?
Nah, I will willingly go into a down status.
You're gonna
can't
willingly...
do that.
Yeah, no.
I know.
Okay. Alright. Well, that changes things. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Livier?
Yep, that was my action, bonus action, and movement. Am I still on him, or am I standing in the gold?
You are on his... you are currently standing on him. He fell and... He's on his side, and is currently crushing Kishi's legs. But you are currently standing on him, like at the nape of his neck. He's going to take a legendary action. and try to swipe at you with his claws.
Okay.
Well, what's legendary action?
Okay, that's legendary action means he can take actions outside of his turn.
There are legendary
boss
actions
monster.
and layer actions,
Yes.
which allow them to do more things. I'm willing to bet this man has at least one layer action.
Is it a spammable? Is it like?
No,
No, they have a limited amount of times per the entire encounter, and they can only be done once per
no.
round.
Legendary.
I think.
Legendary actions. They have a set amount of legendary actions that they have, and it replenishes whenever it gets back to their turn. But the different actions they can do require them to expend different amounts of legendary actions.
Basically, they have a number of charges, and different things take up that number of charges. They replenish at the start of his next turn. He only has so many legendary resistances that he can do a day.
Actually, he is going to not do a legendary action. He is instead going to do a layer action, and he is gonna turn over and burrow under the gold.
I knew he had layer actions.
You are no longer pinned.
Lavir, do you want to try and hold on to him as he burrows under the gold? Or do you want to let go and...
Ooh. There is a risk in that. I don't have a burrow speed, which means I can't exactly dig myself out in a timely manner. I don't particularly want to suffocate in gold. So I won't.
Alright. Good news, Kishi, you are no longer pinned, but you can no longer see him.
Come on, guys, we have to go get this Scrooge McFuck.
all we gotta do is blow up all the gold here, you know. It's not really...
Alright, that means Varen...
Blow up the gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did forget to do something last round, though.
What?
On the Glimmer Lord's turn, because he started the beginning of his turn, didn't he?
Oh,
that
shit.
Moonbeam?
Yeah, no,
he needed
sorry.
to make another...
Yeah, I'll do that. It was
a
Dex con save?
Con.
Okay. 14?
That fails, and that is 18 damage.
Alright.
Shape Changer makes it with disadvantage. Fails also it's already in his original form. Can't assume a different form.
Yeah.
You see, what's happened is I had my own guiding bolt against the devil moment.
I know! That was really badass, and that actually took out a significant portion of his health.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it took out probably about a quarter of it.
I mean, almost a quarter.
Somewhere between a fifth and a third.
Yeah, a little bit under a quarter.
Nice.
Oh, it's not nice. I mean, they got like 200 HP. I'll low decay him, though, don't worry.
So, Varen, it's currently burrowing in the gold. You can't see where it is. He's doing so without any overt, like there's no Bugs Bunny trail that you can make out.
Would he detect as being magic?
I don't think detect magic works for magic creatures.
I will allow it because he is currently hexed.
There is that.
He is currently hexed, so I will allow that.
Okay.
Like, it's-
Bonus action, Eye of Carmilla, detect magic.
All right. As you're scanning through the gold, you can make out a sort of red outline. Actually, wait. What type of magic is hex? Is that enchantment? Sushi?
Sushi?
I'm looking it up. Yeah, it's enchantment.
Okay, enchantment. What color was that?
I don't remember.
That didn't have. Oh, that's the one that I never gave a color to. All right. As you're looking through, you can see the faint outline of what looks like a rainbow color swimming through the gold. You can see that's making its way around the long pillar, trying to get behind Sushi and Kishi.
Okay. I'm gonna move a little closer that way, and then for my action, I'm gonna move the moonbeam where I think he may be coming up, right around there.
All right.
Without getting Sushi or Kishi, assuming that it's gonna come up or close to there.
All right. Where's the moonbeam? There it is. All right. Yeah, it's about like 10 to 15 feet away from where the moonbeam originally was.
Hey, DM.
Yeah?
Real quick, as a free action, Levere would like to look towards Selena and Viraj. How do they look? How do they look about this?
They looked as you landed, and grounded the Glimmer Lord. They had a shock of face, but now they seem to be They seem to be looking a little bit more confident.
Okay, so like just a momentary break of the stone face.
Yeah.
Just that brief hint of, oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, and I did move a little bit closer that way.
Oh,
Full
right.
movement.
Oh,
yeah.
Full movement? Alright.
Yeah. I know I'd be getting into difficult terrain, so I'm not
Alright.
entirely sure how far that gets me, but
Your movement is 30?
yeah.
Alright. You can get 2 spaces into the gold.
Okay.
And the last of your movement is 5, which can't really get you anywhere. As you're struggling to keep your footing on this pile.
I'll just kind of use that to just kind of pivot a little bit and try to like dig in a little bit to help with my footing.
Yeah. Alright. That means next up it is Corvus.
And I will have pointed where I had the moonbeam.
Yeah. Alright. Corvus, you're up.
Hey. Alright, so right now, so the moonbeam makes a visible marker, right?
Yes, it is a 40-foot tall pillar. It is like a glowing waypoint.
Alright. With that information, I'm thinking about just using a cantrip right now. Like, unless, is anyone wounded right now?
Kishi is.
What?
She's pretty wounded.
Like,
Kishi,
Bro, I'm only at 57. I'll be fine.
Kishi had a dragon fall on him.
okay.
Just another day.
But
Heal some other guy? Alright, Kishi.
I'm Gucci. I'm chilling.
I haven't
home.
taken any damage.
Remember, you can ready an action to go off if circumstances that you state happen.
I mean that's
however,
definitely
if
a
you
good
do
idea.
prepare a spell and it comes back to your turn without it having been set off, you will waste a spell slot.
Gotcha. I think, okay. Yeah, then I'll prepare a spell right now.
All right, what
I don't
spell?
really let's see. Hold on.
Also, are you moving?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about preparing like either sanctuary or warding bomb right now.
All right. And are you going to be using any movement?
Wait, what?
Are you going to be using any movement?
Any movement right now?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I'll just probably. I think I'll just move a bit. Why is it so hard? I think I'll just move a bit forward, close to Lavir, with my full motion action.
All right. So like right at the edge of the pillar.
Yes.
Okay. And you are readying which spell and what are the conditions for it to go off?
Right now, I guess I'm gonna go with. Okay, Sanctuary is like a bonus action spell that which I ward a creature within my range against an attack. Like the creature that targets the creature with the attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom save.
Okay. Well, who is it that you're warding or who is it that you're casting it on? You said it's Sanctuary that you're doing? Corvus?
Corvus?
God damn it. Alright, well, we'll figure that out later. In the meantime...
That's the middle of your turn.
In the meantime, the Glimmer Lord is going to pop up out of the gold pile. It needs to make a save for the moonbeam.
Yep.
That's a 25.
That saves 10 halved, so 5.
All right. As he pops out, he winces at the pain of the moonbeam, and then looks at the group that has grouped up together, and opens his mouth. You can see a glow start radiating from the back of his throat. I'm going to need Sushi, Corvus, Kishi, and Lavir to make dexterity saving throws.
Specifically told everybody not to
I'm
line
using
up for group.
I'm using a charge of lucky feet.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I rolled a 1. I'm not taking a 1.
Does Sushi still have...
The dex saving?
Yeah, make a dex saving throw, as
Because all of you decided to gather around the kobold.
For real. Yo, you all came to me. It's all your fault.
Does Sushi still have that?
barely moved.
Does Sushi still have that inspiration, that bardic
do.
inspiration?
I can use it.
You might want to
what
use
dice
it.
is it? 10 or 8?
8.
8 still. Okay. 5. So that's a total
19.
of... Yeah, 19.
Oh, I got a 21.
All right.
21. Can you do some for me?
I got a 16.
As he roars, a cone of fire spreads out through the entire pillar, engulfing all of y'all. Y'all are going to take... ow. Okay, Kishi and Sushi.
Uh-huh.
And Lavir.
No.
Evasion.
Okay, yes, Lavir. Kishi and Sushi and Lavir are going to be taking 26 points of fire damage. Corvus, you are going to be taking 52 points of fire damage.
God damn.
As the fire of this gold dragon engulfs y'all.
I will have died.
Hey, that seriously hurts.
Well, you would have
like,
hit 0 then, right?
Yeah.
So you're not dead, you're just unconscious.
No.
Well, not yet, but he
Wait,
would
who?
have.
No, I said if I have failed the save, I will.
Oh, okay, if you failed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I need to roll to see how long until he gets the breath back. Alright.
I think you roll. Do you roll that on your next turn or this turn?
Probably this one.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's this turn. Okay. Alright. So, that is going to be his action. And for the rest of his movement, he is going to back up out of the, he's going to back up out of the moonbeam.
God damn it.
He looks at you angry, his wing bloody. You can see Silena and Viraj are just like, yeah! Just cheering him on. Alright. Also, Corvus, what were the parameters of the spell going off? What were the parameters of the spell? Oh no, Corvus is still muted. Okay, Kishi, you're up.
Oh, where he at now?
Let me give you the map. I forgot to send y'all the map earlier. He was like he moved back 2 spaces, but when he did
how far is it from me?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's about 25 feet or so away.
Alright, bet. So I can still use my teleportation.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I want to do. I might use Missing Step to teleport. Well, I can't really see behind them. Oh, I'll go for same move as last time, I guess.
On his back?
Yeah.
Alright. As you
just remember, please do keep in mind,
what?
Sushi needs to get the killing blow.
Huh? Well, how am I supposed to know when he's gonna die or not?
He'll tell when he's bloodied.
Yeah.
Oh,
you'll be able to tell.
Assuming I don't one-shot him with this combo. What's up?
I think you'd have to deal over 100 damage.
Yeah, I know. If my math is right and I hit all my rolls, I should be able to do all that. Alright, let's get him. So
Good
first
luck.
of all, that was my bonus action. So I'm gonna hit him with the 1-2.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 20.
Yeah, that
That's a
hits.
hit. Fascinating. And then, so since that hits, I'm gonna be doing 1d10 plus 2, but I'm also gonna be doing my Divine Smite, and I'm going to use 4 first level spell slots, which would deal a total of 4d8.
I think I think
8d8. What?
hold on. How's Divine Smite work? Can you stack multiple spell slots on the same attack, or is it only?
I mean that's what my friend told me in the last session.
No, it's one.
One slot.
It's one
per
slot
attack.
one slot per attack.
What the
Hold
fuck?
on.
You would need to expend a 4th level spell slot to get the kind of benefit that you're thinking of.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hold on. I'm looking at someone on Reddit. Searing Smite.
There's Divine Smite, not Searing Smite.
Okay, well, what I'm reading is that you can stack Divine Smite and Searing Smite together.
Oh.
That's not what
Okay.
I need to know.
Yeah, no, you can burn a spell slot for extra radiant damage. You can't burn multiples.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well. So I have third level, but it doesn't say how many slots I have.
Isn't it like...
Work.
I've never been a paladin. Well, no, that's a lie. I haven't played enough paladin to...
My character, she has a third level spell slot, but it doesn't have the slots next to it, so I don't know how many slots I have.
Alright, well, does the damage for a smite scale with the spell slot?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yeah, you'd probably want to use the,
Third level, yep.
Alright, so roll damage.
Alright, so it's gonna be 1d4 plus 2. How do I roll the other ones? Huh.
Roll...
You could just roll a d4 and we could just add 2 to it.
Oh, alright.
But also your attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that first. It's a 7 for the attack, and then the other 2 is... Shit, how do I roll d4?
Out of the bottom left.
Bottom left, there's a button with
there
a
we go.
d20 shape on it.
Yeah, I see it.
Click the little pyramid at the bottom of it.
Yeah. Also a 2, and then another 2. Yeah. So that's 4. That's 2d4.
Is it 2d4 plus 2?
Let me see. Shit, what was that spell again? Actions, Divine Smite. It is 2d8 extra radiant damage, and 1d8 whatever spell level higher than first. So 3 spell, so that makes it 4d6d8 is the total. Alright, hold on, 1, 2. Oh, I can just do this. 6d8.
He's not undead or a fiend.
I know, that's why I didn't count that one. It's because I used 3 spell slots and then adding the 2d8 from the base damage. So that's how I got the 6. Oh, it was 5. Okay, so it was just gonna be 25 points of damage. Yeah, so the total is 32.
Paladins are confusing.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 32 in total.
32 in total, alright.
Yeah, and then I still have my extra attack.
Alright, as you hit him this second time, you manage to finally get purchase in its wing, its other wing, its good wing, and bring your spear all the way through it, disabling that wing as well. Nice. His blood spills into the gold pile, and he is thrashing about angrily.
Nice. So now do I roll my second attack?
Yes.
Alright, bet. Fuck, does the 16 hit?
No.
Okay. Alright. Then I will use my movement action. Actually, he can't even fly, so I'll just stay here.
On his back?
Yeah.
Alright, roll animal handling.
Bet. Let me see this animal. Rip, I got a 3.
Alright, yeah, no, he like bucks and throws you off. You don't take any damage this time, but you do need to make an acrobatics save or else falling prone.
17.
Yeah, that saves. You manage to not go prone as you're thrown back a bit. As legendary.
No, I'm not.
What?
Before I end my turn, I'm gonna tell him, now you're actually looking like a lizard.
You'll regret everything you've just done. He's gonna use a legendary action to try and swipe at you with his tail.
Okay.
Alright.
How current is the map?
The current map is... Hold on, I actually do need to update the map.
You need to move Kishi at the very least.
I know, I did. I just haven't sent y'all the updated map.
Just making sure.
Oh, I forgot to update the map on the screen as well. Look,
Oh
it's
yeah, I
been,
forgot to heal too.
it's been a while since I've used a map.
I just gotta pray.
All right.
Thank God you are. Theater of the mind is hard to maintain.
Oh yeah. All right.
Hey, all my stuff is theater of the mind.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
But yes, I have only 16 armor class.
All right. You are going to take as you manage to successfully land on your feet. You see the tail coming right at you, and take. Let's see.
Is it over 31?
Oh. Hold on. You're taking 11 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, that's a lot smaller than I thought.
I rolled pretty low.
Alright.
Oh wait, shit, no. I forgot to add that bonus. That
Oh.
is actually going to be 17 points of bludgeoning.
Plus 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually in danger.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
fine. Once that happens, I'll die and just get revived, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So that means next up on the list is Sushi.
Yep. Alright, so how far away am I from it?
1, 2, 3. You can take all your movement to get to him, but you will be in the moonbeam. He is 20 feet away from you, but because of the difficult terrain.
If I avoid the moonbeam and move towards him, can I get within 30 feet of him?
You are within 30 feet of him.
Like already.
Oh.
Yeah, already. It's because of the difficult terrain.
Then, yeah, no, I remembered that. I just didn't realize I was within 30 feet.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
said
activating
you're 20 feet.
Hexblade's Curse on him.
All right. So he is hexed and Hexblade's Curse.
Yep.
All right.
Which means I gain a higher critical hit chance. And
All right.
plus 3 to damage rolls, yeah.
Let's make it blue so that it pops. All right.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to roll my concentration check. What would that be?
That's a Constitution check. Let's see. How much damage did you
Isn't it a
take?
save?
It was 26 damage, which means the DC is 13 for the fire.
Is it not a save?
Constitution
yes, it is
save.
A save.
What I?
You said check.
Oh yeah, no, it's a
Okay.
save. My mistake. And the DC is 13.
Alright, I'm good.
All right.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna shotgun it again. A little bit. I can't really get within enough range to hit it with my sword yet.
Well, you do have your sword on a chain that lets you.
It doesn't go that long.
It's 30
It also
feet.
requires
You have a burrowing
see.
speed.
It is 30. Your chain is 30 feet. We have been over this.
Okay. Fine. It requires a bonus action to retrieve it. I don't want to just leave my sword sitting in the middle of the gold.
Can't you recall it?
Yes, but that's...
Is it a
How
free?
does that work?
Uh,
I think it's...
I think it's a free action.
Let me look at Warlock. X-Blade.
It's Pact of the it's the Pact of the Blade that lets you do it.
Yeah, it's not actually...
It's not
Blade,
the
it's,
patron, it's the Pact.
Pact boons.
Yeah. Pact of the Blade. Let's see.
If your weapon disappear, packed weapon, if it's more than 5 feet away from you for a minute or more, no action required to dismiss your weapon.
Well, it's not dismissing. It's bringing it back.
There's a whole thing about summoning it. That's why I could put it in my tummy. I can't find that part though.
Oh, it's an action to summon it.
Oh.
It's a free
Well,
action
I'm
to
going to
dismiss,
use my
but a
spell.
full action to summon.
Okay.
It at the start, it says you can use your action to create a packed weapon in your.
Okay. So it is an action to summon it. Okay. Alright, so what are you doing then?
Eldritch Blast.
Alright, roll
I
to
am
attack.
moving towards it in Eldritch Blast.
How are you moving?
Motherfucker. I didn't roll. God damn it. Huh? Oh, I'm avoiding the moonbeam. I'm going one forward, one left, and one right, and one
No,
forward.
how are you moving? Are you walking or burrowing?
Walking, because it's still faster than burrowing.
Don't you have a burrow speed of 30 feet?
No, I have a burrow speed of 10 feet.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright,
I thought it was 15. I'm gonna be honest, but it turned out to be 10.
alright, and you said one up and two to the left or two to the right?
One up, one right, one up.
Okay. Alright.
I'm zigzagging.
Yeah, you're making a Tetris.
You can say two up, one to the right if you want to, but I'm avoiding the moonbeam.
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right.
don't want to step in it.
All right.
Yeah, I miss. Like real hard.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. He doesn't even pay you any mind. He's going to use another legendary action to attack Kishi again. This time with the claws, turning around and swiping at you. Because you did kind of do a lot of damage.
Yup. That was the plan. But now I might die. I'll leave it all to y'all.
Wait.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Alright. That is going to be...
Oh, did we
Ow.
ever get the answer for what the conditions for Corvus's held action?
Yeah, did we...
Like right now, I was like gonna try to see like who would be like most needing of like a warding bond, and I was thinking about like for like Kishi over here.
I think the warding bond is something that you...
May look at warding.
What is the range on warding bond?
It's a
Okay.
touch.
Yeah, no, the only one you can touch is Levere.
Dang it.
I mean, you can
Don't
just...
worry. No, I know my sacrifice won't be in vain.
You're gonna take 10 points of piercing damage as he just backhands you. I rolled
Well,
really low.
shit. I'm literally hanging by the thread.
That's usually how these things go.
You know what? I'll just use the warding bond on like Levere then.
All
Give
right.
him all the resist.
Wonderful, wonderful. Allow me to go into my AC and add a +1 magic bonus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that means Levere, it's your turn.
All right. Unfortunately, no matter what choice I choose to make to get up to him, it will take me a bonus action to do so. So I'm going to use a bonus action to once again teleport towards him.
All right.
Using another charge of my Emerald Flame. I'd like to get Right next to the moonbeam.
On
to
the left?
of it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright.
Because that's 30 feet.
Yep.
So,
And you still have your full movement.
I have my full movement. I have an action. I'm flanking.
You are flanking, so you have advantage.
I have advantage. Let's go and hope for another nat 20. How's he looking, by the way?
Bloody.
Like regular bloody, or
Bloodied. He is bleeding. His wings have been disabled. And he is bleeding into the gold.
Oh my god, I rolled a 19.
Isn't that still critical?
No, I don't have a feat for that.
Ah.
Only like certain kinds of fighters can get that.
Yeah, but it does.
Still hits him.
Yeah, it does hit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get him for, which is 14 plus 6. 30 damage.
He is looking.
30 damage.
He is looking. He's actually looking pretty nice.
Is he?
Yeah. No, he's bloody. He's looking really bad.
All right.
He's
over the table. Hey, maybe we should just let Sushi move in on him. Let's focus on getting Kishi away from him and healed up.
I need a skill that says when I have less than 10 HP, I can just run up to him and Suicide Squad and just kill myself with him. I need to find that somewhere.
Alright, well, we can look at that when it's your turn.
Damn.
Alright, so end of my turn, it is Corvus's turn, I think.
No, it'd be Varen's, but first, legendary action. He's gonna look at y'all, look at his situation. He's just gonna start digging through the treasure.
Wait, who?
The dragon. Lair action.
He's using the lair action to burrow into the gold.
No, he's not burrowing this time.
Oh.
I was just digging.
He manages to pull out a couple of flasks and just shoves them into his mouth. You can see some of his wounds are starting to close up.
Can I steal one?
Well, I mean, they're in his hand, and he shoves it. He picks up basically a pile of gold, or a pile of that has a few flasks in it, as well as some gold. And just shoves the whole thing into his mouth, crunching it and swallowing.
No. I want to steal one. Continue.
That's a bit. I mean, if you want to spend your turn looking through the pile, you're more than welcome.
Oh, bad.
You are more than welcome to spend your action investigating the horde for good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Varen, you're up. You can see that a couple of his wounds are closing up after he ate those flasks, but
okay, I'm gonna move the
barely
moonbeam.
making a dent. All right.
Who needed to get
to
that?
avoid allies. Just getting him.
All right. So like like 2 spaces up.
Yeah.
All right.
Who needed the last hit again?
Sushi, the rat. She needs to get the killing blow. It will be very good for her.
Okay.
It also will be for the best for the party, considering this guy knows how to resurrect people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, her sword eats souls.
Maybe putting his soul somewhere other than the astral plane is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm assuming y'all are just like shouting this in the middle of battle.
Yeah.
All right.
The explanations are out of character. In character, Levere is shouting, "Let the rat kill him."
Does it? No, 12's probably not gonna save.
Oh. Does he look like 20 points of damage is gonna drop him?
No.
He
Okay,
healed
well,
up a bit.
yeah. I just want to make sure because I rolled double 10s. So that's 20 points
Jesus.
of radiant.
That is a
Oh.
lot. Those wounds that closed up immediately open back up, and much worse. He is actually starting to panic.
Okay, Kishi's pretty hurt. How far is he from me?
Let's see.
10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
About 50-ish.
55.
Okay, I
If we
just need
don't
to...
count hypotenuses, 55.
Okay, I just need to make sure he was within, 60.
Yeah. By any measure, he's within 60.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is 12 points of healing because I'm gonna do a 3rd level healing word.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And I'm going to move up 2 spaces and 1 to the left.
Up 2 spaces and 1 to the left?
Yep.
Alright. Alright. And that is your turn?
Yep.
Alright, that means Corvus, you're up.
Alright.
You're still singed from the fire that happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, meanwhile, the captain decided to heal up our resident suicidal guest over here who's trying to, like, keep themselves, like, attacking the boss. But, I guess for me, might as well just try to give myself a little bit of heals for myself right now.
Mhm.
Since I was actually trying to plan to heal myself and Kishi. But never mind about the Kishi part now. I'll just heal myself. Give me, let me just say, maybe use like a level 2 spell slot, like healing word for like a main one.
Alright, go ahead and roll health.
Yeah, so let's see. No, not healing word, not healing word, that's bonus action. Cure wounds. For 21 health.
Alright, you heal yourself for
Hey.
21 health.
That's good. That's like
That is good.
I'm
That's like
50%.
almost half of the fire damage that you took.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that'll be it for me, so they don't really have like a nice bonus action
Oh.
to use here.
Alright.
Ow.
He's looking around panicking. He says, "You were not this strong last night. What did you do?" He's gonna try and I need to make the save for the moonbeam, and he's gonna try and gain some distance.
Gain distance.
Which means Kishi and Levere get opportunity attacks.
Okay,
Oh,
and he started.
First, let's do.
the moonbeam too.
Yeah, I know. I'm
not
doing that right
gonna-
now.
I'm not gonna take that.
22 for the moonbeam.
Let's see. So he gets half. Half of 16
Yeah.
is 8.
But Kishi can take an opportunity attack.
Bet. I'll take it.
How
Let's
much?
get 'em.
How much moonbeam?
8.
All right.
Where's the dragon moving to?
Well, we're gonna find out whether or not he gets to move.
Oh,
Oh, right.
Because yeah,
I'm not going to attack.
Kishi has Sentinel.
so I get the opportunity attack on him.
Yes, and if you
Yeah.
hit, that means he can't move.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Let me get him. Frank, I'm young, 22.
Yeah, that hits. As
I
he
get it.
as he turns around to try and run away, as he turns around to try and run deep, like to a place that is less populated, you manage to just stab your spear right into his tail, and hold him at bay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. See, 5.
And is smite a bonus action? You can smite? Yes, we have established you can.
Please
Yes.
don't. Please don't. Please don't.
What?
No, it should be in fine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have enough high
Yeah.
level spells to do real damage.
Yeah. We did establish you can smite on opportunity attacks.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, because I remember
Alright.
that's how y'all took down Cornello.
Alright, so smite is 1d8. Sorry, was it 2d8? Shit. I think it's 2d8.
If I had to
Harry the
roundabout
Paladin?
guess, I'd say he's probably somewhere around 20 to 30 HP.
Alright, don't worry, I'm not gonna hit. The max I can hit with this is 16. And I hit a 6.
Ah,
Alright.
it'd be really funny if Kishi put on a fedora and it turned out that it was Perry the entire time.
Also, I'm going to use a Relentless Avenger. Since I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can move half of my speed immediately after the attack as part of the same action.
Okay.
Without provoking opportunity attacks.
Alright, where are you moving?
I'm gonna move to who's the closest person?
That'd be Levere.
I'm
But that is in difficult terrain though.
So it will be half of half.
It's in
Yeah.
difficult terrain, and also it's through a dragon.
Yeah, you'd at most get to move like 1 square if you move in that
Yeah, I'll
direction.
move
Yeah, we
back
saw that.
1 square. I'll move back 1 square then, because
Okay.
that way if he comes at me, I get to the opportunity attack. Yeah,
Moving-
that works. That works.
Moving back, you'd no longer be in the horde pile, so you'd be able to get the full.
Oh,
Yeah, so you'd be able to make the most of it if you move back.
yeah. I'll do that, I guess.
Alright.
If you move back, I think you'd be able to move back 2 spaces.
There you
Wait,
go.
is it? Hold
Yeah.
on. Is it? You said it's half your movement you get to move back.
Yeah.
That'd be 3 spaces. So you can move all the way back to the pillar that's to the north.
Well, yeah, it would be 3 spaces, but without. But there's 1 space of difficult terrain, right? So.
No, you're right on the edge of where the difficult terrain is. So the movement would be you'd immediately be out if you move back.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll move back to the pillar.
All
Well,
right.
If you move away, then we don't have flanking.
Visual. It's fine. It's fine. I can heal
move
myself.
back in. His turn's before yours, I think, right?
Well,
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Kishi's turn is now up.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah, my move.
Yeah, no, it's your turn now.
No, it's
That
your
would-
turn.
Yeah. Oh wait, no,
Oh, that's- it's Glimmer
no,
Lord.
no, yeah. Yeah, no, right. It's the glue.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot that happened in a single turn. Okay.
Nah, you good.
He is going to like as you as you stabbed his tail, keeping him from moving. He like thrashes around, realizes he can't move. And he's realizes you moved back, so he's just gonna and just swipe at the nearest person, which is Levere. Or actually, no, he's gonna try and just bite at the nearest person, who is Levere.
Okay, bite me.
That's a
Bite
16
my
to hit.
Shiny brass. Bite my shiny brass ass. He misses.
As you manage to just like dodge out of the way of his teeth. And then second attack, he's gonna try and swipe at you.
You know, you're kind of a dick for a metallic dragon.
This is 19.
That matches.
That matches. All right.
Matches.
All right. Ah,
So
yes,
I can
14.
miss a hit, or
That's 14 points of of piercing damage, halved because of glancing blow. So 7 points of piercing damage as he manages to just
Wonderful, wonderful.
get you right in the
Do we
side.
round up or down for damage? I can't remember.
We round up.
All right. Corvus and I both take 4 points of damage.
All right, thanks.
Warding bond.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
You're welcome for that.
Also, actually, I'd like, because I didn't use my reaction. Actually, Corvus, heal yourself back up. I'm gonna be using a reaction,
Okay.
to evade.
Hmm.
A reaction to evade.
All right.
Not evade. Uncannily dodge.
Okay.
All right. So you take 4 points, which is then divvied up amongst the two of you. So each of you takes 2 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
As you manage to just barely back out of the way of his claw attack, he like just scratches your ear. And Corvus, you can feel your ear, your cheek. And Corvus, your cheek also gets a scratch, mirroring Levere's wound.
No.
Badass.
All right.
I mean, I can make it a permanent scar if you want.
Just it in draconic. Hey, that hurt.
Fuck you!
All right.
That's not very
Like
nice.
my teammates.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
You said it in a evil tone.
I am not evil. I am the sole arbiter of justice.
Okay, the tone wasn't evil. It was angry.
All right,
There's a
Kishi,
difference.
you're up.
find out it's my turn.
Okay, but like, out of character, saying you're the sole arbiter of what is good is pretty evil.
Yep.
That's kind of the point. All right, Kishi,
Anyways,
you are up.
anyways,
Don't
I'm
stab
going
them,
to.
Kid.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I got you. I'm
Stabbing
going to
his
use
giblets.
all my. I going. I don't know. Sushi's after me, so I don't know if I should
Yep.
heal. It's like a waste. At the same time, I can't really do much. Let's see. What I
Run
wanna
up
do
to him
here.
and attack.
I could, but then what if I kill him though?
What happens, happens.
I mean, you could always specify that you don't want it to be a killing blow.
You
like
can make
non-fatal.
non
Yeah.
lethal blows. Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that was an option.
it is.
Yep.
It's 100%.
You just have to make sure you specify it.
Yeah.
You just
Spell.
have to declare you're dealing non-lethal.
Yeah.
Oh,
before
Yeah.
you-
okay. All right, bet. So, in that case, I will go ahead and first of all, let's see, can I use that? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's not it. Is healing hands
Lay on
bonus
hands.
action? No, it's not a bonus action, is it? No, it is not. All right.
Looking at Viraj and Silena, you can see they're actually looking pretty worried.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and attack him, I guess, from behind. Am I flanking him, technically?
Yes, you are. You get advantage.
Alright. Bet. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack him. Non-lethal. So I'm going to swing for hit. Oh, 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn, 3 damage. I'm going to also do my... Wait, what the fuck? That was the wrong one. Hold on. I was using my bonus one. This one makes more sense. 5 damage.
All right.
And then
Are you pumping
I'm
any
going to use
smites?
X. What's up? Oh yeah, did I smite? Nah. I'm going for non-lethal. No point to go crazy.
Yeah, you can't.
And
The thing about non-lethal damage is you cannot specify magical damage as lethal.
yeah,
Or at
that's
least
what
Yeah.
I
spell
figured.
damage. Magical weapon you probably can, but like
Yeah. With,
you
Yeah.
can't non-lethally magic missile a peasant.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I'm not guessing it. But I will use my extra attack.
All right.
Oh snap! 21. Let's get it.
That hits.
God damn it, 4.
All right.
A total of 9. Oh, sign.
You keep stabbing at the tail. Stab. Blood spraying
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes, sir. And then I'm going to. Oh, I already used my movement to move in. So yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Let me just update the map then. All right. Here is the current map. Sushi, you are up.
Where's the map? I
Alright,
don't see
map.
it.
I'm uploading it right now. Takes a little bit.
Oh, there you go. Where?
Awesome. I am moving up to range of the dragon.
All right.
which
So
would
like
be
right
one
in
up
front of
to
it.
left. Yeah.
All right. You have it flanked. You have advantage.
Cool. I don't need to activate my feats to get advantage. That's helpful.
Is it possible to stack advantages?
Nope.
Shame.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I forgot to roll to see if it recharged its breath attack. Knew I was forgetting something.
Alright. Well. Me grabbing my katana and slamming it hard.
Right at the neck.
Booyah! That is a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is a total of 7 plus 6 plus 3 is 16 damage.
All right. He's looking really bad.
Oh, it's still
Alright,
not
well,
dead?
No, still not dead.
God damn.
I'm going to use my action surge.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
As you get him right
Oh.
in the shoulder.
Sorry, that was oh god damn it.
What about the
Yeah,
bandage?
no, so that was
The 14.
That was a
Did you
14.
use up that inspiration?
I did.
Are there
That was a
any?
14. That's a 14.
And there's no bonuses from Hex or Hexblade's Curse that would help.
Damn,
Nope.
I should have used
Hex
guidance on them.
adds to They both add to damage.
Yeah. No, sorry, it doesn't hit then. As you, your first one gets him in the shoulder, and then your second one just sparks off his chest scales.
Can I use my bonus action to attempt to throw my poison into his mouth?
Sure. Make an improvised attack.
What do I roll for that?
Do you have any
Strength.
proficiency in improvised weapons?
Nope.
Then just make an attack and add your dexterity.
So 1d20 plus dexterity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just a dexterity check.
Yes.
Oh, but I do have advantage. So 11.
As you throw it, it smacks against his cheek, splattering across his scales, and he just says, "You are so." He's gonna use a legendary action to
Oh boy.
to attack you, Sushi.
There go all of my mushrooms. I've been saving those for a while.
As his claw comes down on you, 25 to hit.
Hits.
All right. You're going to take a whopping 18 points of piercing damage.
It's fine.
As it slams down on you.
Bloodied.
All right. Next up, it is Lavir.
All right. Hold on.
Hey,
Let
bud.
me consult something real quick. Chalkfield, I'm gonna consult with you in DMs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was so tense. He's looking really, really bad.
I actually have an idea.
Hmm. Hold on. I'm consulting with Chalkfee. Hold on. This is going to determine if I declare
I'm wondering if your
lethal.
idea is similar to what my idea is.
This is. Oh. Chalkfish, should I just say it out loud, or do you want to keep it secret?
So I have an idea. You could just
Go ahead, go ahead.
if it's a bird that the katana is the thing, couldn't you just grab and try to do it with to force it?
Well, here's the thing. They've since Fizzban, killing dragons has been slightly altered. I'm wondering if killing the dragon's going to grant the person who kills it a boon.
I don't think we get to know.
That's something you'd have to find out.
Fuck, I'd run up find out.
Honestly, I doubt it. But...
I'm going to use a dagger. If he dies, he dies.
Alright, roll
That's
to attack.
fair.
Lavir will feel bad about it, but I'm not going to be declaring non-lethal.
That's fine.
Oh.
He'll feel bad about it.
Understandable at this point.
This whole fight, he's been like, let Sushi kill him. Let Sushi kill him.
So we're betting it on a coin flip.
I want Dragon Boon. So Lavir's gonna take out his dagger of venom. And just like, alright. Well, first off, how far away is he from me right now?
You are melee.
Melee, wonderful. And I'm also flanking.
Yep.
So, let's see how this goes. Sorry, Sushi, if it kills him.
It's fine.
26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 hits.
Alright. That is 9 plus... That's a really good roll. 23.
Lavir,
How much damage do you
how do you want to do
from a
this?
fucking knife?
Well, Chalkfee, the thing about it is that I deal 4... Get advantage?
Yeah, how do you want to do this? He had 20 health left.
How is he standing? Like, how is he positioned at the moment?
He is
So
facing...
I can attack him.
He is facing y'all. He just smacked... Oh, I didn't give y'all the updated map. He just brought his claw down on Sushi. So he has his left claw right where Sushi is, and his right claw rearing back for another attack towards y'all. His tail is currently being pinned down by Kishi, and he's in the moonbeam of Varen.
I'm willing to take the moonbeam hit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run up his arm.
Yeah?
I'm going to run up his arm. Does he have any, like, accessories, or is he just naked dragon?
Naked dragon. He removed all his clothes before turning into dragon form.
Darn, no big necklace.
No.
Ah, dang. Okay, I can still do what I was planning, but it's gonna be slightly different. If there was something for me to swing on, I would have. However, what I'm going to do is, as Lavir runs up the Glimmer Lord's arm, as he reaches near the shoulder, he's going to leap across, and as Lavir flies through the air, he's going to stick out his dagger and slit the dragon's throat. Alright.
As you see the claw coming down on Sushi, as it squeezes her, she's barely keeping it from clamping down her. You run up the arm, and you see his other claw rearing back for another attack, and his mouth opening as you see the glow beginning to appear inside. And as you rush and jump off of his shoulder, from one shoulder to the other, your dagger sticking within him, sliding across as you bring it down. He sort of as flames erupt from the slit you just made, as he's thrashing about wildly. His tail still being pinned by Kishi, and he falls onto the moonbeam, which begins to like boil the meat under his scales. And as he does, you can see Viraj on the balcony says, "No!" And he casts a firebolt into the ceiling, or into the wall, and it hits a small dot, and then another dot, and then more begin to snake out across the wall, across the ceiling, and you hear as small explosions happen, causing cracks all over. Silena grabs Viraj and drags him back to the teleportation circle, as you can feel the cave shaking. And then calm. Whatever Viraj's plan was, it didn't seem to work out the way he intended. But you have just slain the Glimmer Lord. And you're on top of Dragon's Treasure. False Sun Crew. What do you do?
Well,
That
Selena
was a lot easier than I thought that was gonna be.
for real.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Look, that natural 20 that Lavir got really fucked things up.
Yeah.
What level of dragon was this?
It was a
It was
homebrew.
a CR.
It was a homebrew between young and adult.
Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, no,
continue.
that natural 20 Lavir got grounding it definitely changed the fight.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do, but you know.
I got the right pony in this one.
Lavir's going to stand up from his landing crouch.
Oh yeah, Lavir, roll a percentile.
Right, okay. Where is it? There it is. Aw, 15.
Okay. Alright, so what do you do?
Does
There.
does 15 mean
Open the door.
nothing? Aw.
Alright.
Can I use the lucky
Use
to
the
reroll?
lucky feet.
It's not a d20.
Aw.
Alright.
Oh, that really bums me out.
So,
I'm sorry, but it's
What-
kind of funny.
what do y'all do?
Oh, man.
Lavir,
Oh, I don't know.
Olivia, open the door.
yes.
We should probably open it to the side first so we can remove unneeded things, and then we can just open it on the floor and start piling gold in.
You can't do that. It doesn't open. I don't think I can
Yes, it
open it
does.
non-vertically.
You have done so in the past.
Have I?
Mm-hmm.
Not like twisting it. To do that, you'd need like a piece of wall, and then to open it, and then turn the wall.
Can
Oh,
you just open it on the floor?
once?
Yeah. You can probably do it. It's
Yeah,
the same
you
thing.
can open it on the floor. It's just whenever you're opening it from the X or Z axis, it's going to be straight up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
from the
everything
top.
can fall down.
But
No, I mean-
also, I'm just going to remove all my stuff. Where am I going to keep
Yeah.
it? Where am I going to keep my stuff?
Bro, money is more important
Tetris.
than stuff.
Corvus, you there?
Look, we don't need all of those tents. We haven't used any of them.
As they're discussing the logistics of how best to swipe this gold, you notice in the distance, you notice towards the edge of the pile, away from them, there's that bird again, and it's staring at you.
I try to reach for the bird or try to beckon it to my side.
As you head towards it, it flies away up towards the ceiling, where you lose track. However, you do see that it was standing on something.
What was it standing on? Could I see it?
Yeah, buried in the dragon's hoard, you do find something rather curious. Well, let me make sure I describe it right. Sorry, D&D Beyond's being... Alright. You find some armor, actually. It looks like it's made out of raven feathers, with that sort of dark, somewhat iridescent sheen to it, and it's just as light as one. However, feeling the feathers, they're stiff and sturdy. It's scale mail. And on its left breast, over where the heart would be, is the crest of the Raven Queen. You can see, just as you're holding into light, there's just a faint shimmer of magic, of the same kind of magic that you can channel through your... It's the same kind of magic that you feel inside you, gifted by the matron. Go ahead and go ahead and add the matron's memento to your inventory.
Okay, I was about to say, like, seriously, this feels too much of a certain reference that an actual animated series got to do, and I'm not saying that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No.
All right.
That's just
90% of the time, she doesn't know what you're talking
about.
No,
there's a lot of animes. It's like The Simpsons. No. Everything has been done.
No, not an anime. I'm talking about an animated series.
No, it's not that. I went through great lengths. Cartoon. I went through great lengths to make sure it is not from a different campaign that's more popular.
All
right.
Still has detect magic up. Is there anything around?
There's a lot.
Baron's gonna point them all out and shoveling gold into pockets, pouches, whatever.
Yeah,
and also gonna grab what she can see.
One thing you do notice is you see that in the distance, Corvus is holding up armor. But as far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be magical of any sort. But it's some pretty armor.
So, with
Levere
people telling Levere to do things, he's just gonna be like, fine, but any food stays.
All right, Levere. After some time of after some time of shoveling gold into your thing, you feel something hit on your head. It's a small rock, very tiny, like smaller than a pebble. You find another falls on your head as well, and then you hear a sound.
Bad.
You look around, you can see sand is starting to fall into the chamber from the cracks that were
Sushi has
caused.
been focusing on grabbing any platinum she sees.
Alright.
She's gonna, instead of grabbing gold, she's gonna grab platinum And any like magic-looking items, she can't.
All right.
tell it's
Well,
magic.
sand is starting to pour into the chamber, and it's pouring faster
Not
and
a problem for me
faster.
yet.
You feel the ground. You hear the cracks growing wider as a large rock falls from the ceiling next to where the Glimmer Lord's corpse is, and then another.
Guys, we need to go.
Ah, damn it!
what-
To drink his blood before we left.
All right. So as y'all are running, I need each and every one of you to. I
Even
need.
though I didn't kill him, I did stick my sword in the blood because.
Roll a
I should.
percentile to see how fast. Yeah, roll a percentile.
I think Sushi did that during the whole before the ceiling is collapsing bit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
assuming it
but-
was like immediately. Just roll a
Yeah.
percentile, Sushi. See what happens.
49. It
Ooh,
was so close to
yeah.
69.
You
It would have been nice.
you dip your sword in the blood, and the blood just drips off your sword.
God damn it. He's being picky. I didn't kill him.
But yeah, the ceiling's starting to collapse, and the chamber's starting to fill in with sand. I need all of y'all to roll athletics.
What?
Okay.
And I
Did I
bury
manage to
myself
grab
instead.
any magic items?
Yeah, but you didn't have. You don't have
Time
any.
to actually see what any of it was.
Yeah, you just saw. Oh, that's
Okay.
magic. Pocket it. Magic. Pocket it.
All
Yes.
right. With my room's door on the ceiling of the room, how full of gold does it get before I start feeling sand run down my back?
You'll have time to figure that out later.
All right. Close up the
Okay.
door. Athletics
Okay.
check. I'm using a lucky.
I'm just grabbing onto like that set of armor and nothing else, right? Like,
Yeah.
Do I have time to grab anything else?
Do you want to
Come
grab
on.
anything else?
Yes.
I'm using another lucky.
I just want to get super lucky and see if I could grab something like quite worth it or quite decently usable for me.
All right, roll an investigation check with disadvantage since you're on a bit of a time crunch.
Investigation disadvantage.
Could I theoretically bury myself?
I mean, if you were buried, then you would be buried.
But I have a burrowing speed. I could get out eventually.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. We have no idea where this is.
Also, the chamber is rock. You don't know how thin the cracks are.
Yeah, but there's sand.
Yes, but sand is smaller than sushi. You can't burrow through straight rock. You can burrow through dirt and apparently gold.
Fucking damn it.
So you wouldn't be able to get through the rock, like the walls.
Alright, well, I didn't grab gold. I grabbed any platinum I saw and any item
Alright,
I
now
saw.
run.
That was my focus.
All right.
Fine.
All right. Corvus, as you're digging through the sand, you can see the others running away.
I gotta go help my mom. I'll be back.
All right. With your
Go
17, you managed to get through the portal. Kishi, as you're going, your foot gets stuck in a pitfall of sand.
Wait, we're supposed to be rolling something?
Athletics!
Athletics.
The ceiling's collapsing.
Ah,
I mean, technically, could just tell them all away.
That's
You
fine.
know.
Okay.
I got a natural 20, so I'm just gonna kind of grab
Yeah.
Sushi and then see if I
Yeah.
can grab Kishi.
Yeah, you grab them both, pull them, and just rush up the stairs and shove
I'm,
them
like,
in.
pushing
Grabbing
them, I'm
Sushi
trying
like
to,
a piece
push
of
them in front of
luggage.
me,
As you push them
seeing
into
if anybody else is behind.
As you push them into the teleportation circle, you do see Corvus is behind. Corvus, a massive wave of sand is starting to envelop the chamber. Rocks are falling. You don't have any more time to search around.
I'll just scurry around.
All right, roll another athletics check.
Athletics check.
have we decided that Sushi has like a carrying handle on her armor at this point? Because
11.
I don't know.
11.
I feel
I'm
like
pushing
11.
them in
Shit.
front of me, Sushi and
Cor-
Kishi in front of me, and like towards the portal, and
Corvus.
I'm turning back to make sure I can get Corvus.
Corvus, as you're running, you can see one of the pillars is starting to collapse. Make a dexterity check as it's about to, as it's falling
Just a
right on towards you.
dexterity check?
I'm back.
Yeah, dexterity save. Dexterity save.
Oh, dexterity save, then that would be a 21.
All right, you managed to
back.
duck out of the way just before it crushes you, and you fall into the gold, getting partially buried. Varen, you rush up to Corvus.
Yep, I'm gonna grab her and pull her.
All right.
Alright.
Make an athletics check.
I'll
Or a
wait.
strength check. A strength check, Varen.
Strength check. Okay. Natural 20 again.
You managed to pull her out, but the rocks are falling faster and faster. As you're bringing her to the stairs, another chunk of rock falls right onto the stairs. You'd have to make a 5-foot leap up the stairs.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door so we can get closer to the portal. I don't know if I actually have eyes on it, but just somewhere up there.
You don't have... Okay. You Dimension Door, boom, right by the portal. And as you do, you can see a chunk of wall is breaks off, falling right towards y'all.
I'm going to push Corvus in front of me into the thing.
All right. Corvus,
Alright.
you managed to get through the portal. Boom!
Ooh.
And you appear on the other side in the room. You're all covered in sand.
This is such an awful feeling.
Corvus, Sushi, Kishi, Levere. I need all of y'all to make Constitution saves.
Oh, is the
What
bread
the fuck is that
poisoned?
Oh, I got a nat 20.
I
I got a
18.
nat 1.
Yeah, I rolled a fucking 3. God.
Oh my
What
god.
is this a disease or
No,
poison?
no.
Okay, yeah, I got a 1.
I got a
Nat
nat
one.
20.
Okay. So...
My mood is bad now.
Is it a spell cast on someone
No.
within 5 feet of
So,
me?
Corvus and, Corvus,
God,
Kishi...
Damn it.
So, Sushi and Levere, as you shortly after you see Corvus come through the portal, you suddenly the portal begins to glow like not the right color, and you see crackling arcane energy. A massive wave of magical energy bursts out, sending Sushi and Levere into the walls. You each take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and everyone is temporarily blinded, and your ears are ringing.
How much damage?
4 points of bludgeoning.
Oh.
So
Which walls?
the walls of the chamber, the secret in the bed chamber.
Okay, good. Because there was a possibility that meant we didn't get through the portal.
No, you all made it through. You all made it through. As the ringing stops, as the ringing in your ear stops, and your vision comes back to you, still a bit fuzzy, you look at the portal. There's a massive crack in it, and it no longer glows with magic. Slowly falling to the ground is a hat.
Yes. The captain.
A hat?
Yes, a familiar hat to at least 3 of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I didn't
right.
know it.
Oh, god damn it.
And it lands right on the center of the teleportation circle. A small bit of it is on fire.
Levere quickly picks up the hat and pats out the fire.
Alright.
This.
Okay, no need to panic. She could still be alive. We just need to message her.
Yeah.
We back on the ship, which is 2 weeks away. Here is the scrying orb.
As you all stare at the circle from where you last saw your captain, at least on the other side, I think that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh, word.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. There's other stuff on the channel. Levere is playing Metroid Prime. Chalkby is running a Curse of Strahd game. My boyfriend Scraps just finished Clive and Wrench, and I believe is going to be playing Gator Game. And if all has gone well, then that means there should be an episode of Sonic 06 on the channel. I finally found a copy, or a copy finally came into the retro game store. So, comment challenge of the day. Has your campaign had any memorable player deaths? And with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say but good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.